Hey, welcome back to me being cheap. As you can hear, it's very windy out here. And we are actually doing a practical life test of this ground cover as well as row covers from Grower Solution. We got this idea from Kevin and Sarah off of Living Traditions Homestead. And we are actually doing a wind test. We actually had to cover up the rows today. We are getting a freeze warning tonight. The temperature just dropped. It's become very windy. We actually had to set this up in the wind, and that was not fun at all. But we have the hoops that are made out of PVC. They are set on pieces of rebar that are driven into the ground. And then we have these row covers that can help protect from the cold. And so we do have broccolis and cauliflowers, lettuces, and greens under here. And we don't think we have anything coming up in this one. Doesn't look like it anyway. And then over here, we do have some sugar peas coming up, but we ran out of PVC pipe, so we don't have these covered up. And we didn't have enough to really span how these slits are cut in here. So this is set up a little bit differently over here. We have groups of 4 rows that we've planted in, and 4 of those. And so this span of PVC pipe spans those nicely. But actually down here, it's a little bit different spacing, and so we're not really set up to cover these rows. So hoping that the peas can tolerate this. But again, we've been having some very strong gusts today. We set this up today, and so this is a real life test to see if these materials, the row covers in particular, if they can withstand the Kansas wind, the abuse that the wind can give it. We will see. So far we've been very pleased with this ground cover, very pleased. And the row covers have also come from Grower Solution. I am not affiliated with them, but it seems that they sell some really good products. And again, we did get the idea, here comes the wind again, we did get the idea from Kevin and Sarah from Living Traditions Homestead. And we've even got the drip irrigation system set up as well. And this is an investment. These materials do cost a little bit of money, but here's the deal. I'm trying to grow extra food, or we are trying to grow extra food. And both Michael and I work full-time jobs, so we are trying to make it as user-friendly as possible and be able to come out here and actually enjoy working in the garden and not spend our lives pulling weeds, because we do grow a lot of weeds here in Kansas. And anyhow, this just should make it easy and where we don't have to weed all the time. We did use some of this ground cover in some of these IBC tote frames, and we have garlic growing in here, and it's doing nicely. I hope it does okay if we do get that cold freeze like they're talking about. And in here we have some carrots growing. So far they are not doing too good, so we may have to rethink our strategy on this. I've been up here for about 20 years and have never really done well with carrots, but you can see there's a few of them there and a few of them over there by the edge. But we actually had rows that were oriented east-west in here, so we might have to replant this. They don't seem to be doing well. Anyway, it is Easter Sunday here, and you know, for our area here, we were supposed to have last freeze date, hard frost. It's supposed to be April 10th, and today is April 12th, and we are under a freeze warning tonight starting at 7 o'clock. So we shall see how everything does. And yeah, thanks for watching, and we'll have to report back and let you guys know how the row covers did. And the only thing that I can explain those row covers, the material is almost like the material on the bottom side of a box spring, but it's supposed to provide a little bit of insulation, keep the plants out of the wind, and it does let the air pass through and the light pass through. I guess the air passes through to some extent, but also protection against insects that like to get on the cabbage and the broccoli. All right, thanks for watching. Stay warm, you guys.